So really the impetus to getting into trouble was that I had become addicted to drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And so this crime was related to getting money, drug money.
Mm-hmm.
I pled guilty to what's known as misprision of a felony, which actually in kind of English terms means failure to inform the police a crime had occurred.
Mm-hmm.
So that was what I had pled to at the time.
Mm-hmm.
About, I think, a year after I was released from confinement, I found out I was pregnant with my child.
Mm-hmm.
And there was really this like major aha moment for me with my son. He was 1 and I was living at home with my parents. I had like no job, no education, no future. Like I was, I had a felony on my record, I had substance use history, all these things. And he was 1 and I just remember like looking at him and like realizing that his whole life was like really dependent on what I did with mine. And I think it was like within a few days or maybe even the next day is like I went to the community college to sign up and decided that I would pursue school so that my son hopefully would have a future.
Mm-hmm.
I had seen quite a few justice impacted people getting PhDs in things like social work and kind of studying incarcerated issues. But finally, I actually ran across a guy named Stan Andrees, and he happens to be a professor out west, and he runs a program called, at the time it was Prison to PhD, P2P. It's now known as Prison to Professionals. And so once I saw him and knew that he was a scientist similar to me and that he was justice impacted, I knew it was legal for me to apply. And I started volunteering. His program really takes justice impacted people, whether they're inside still or whether they're on outside, and they just provide a mentorship platform. So they provide some education on how to apply to school, getting through all those kind of steps, how to pick a program, how to do all of that. And then the individuals get matched with a mentor and then a tutor. So a tutor is traditionally a college kid who's just looking to do something good, but mentors are other justice impacted people who have pursued education that can kind of help support and guide them through the unique issues that we face in higher education, and just kind of provide that community network that we need. So I have been denied a lot of jobs because of my background. So kind of academics is the one space that was kind of willing to still hire me. But industry, so businesses, felt less inclined to do that. There was a few, but far fewer than my friends had access to. I don't know if this will change that. There's really no model for me. There's no one else that is in my situation that I can say, oh, look they had it work out for them. They got a different job. So I don't know if practically there'll be any true implications for me. I'm also less sure if it matters to me now. I think there was a point in my life where it really mattered if I had a certain career path or if I did that. But I have found that kind of wherever I am, I find my purpose and my need there. And it's kind of a beautiful way to live.